Welcome back to We Didn't Know What We Didn't Know. Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Sue. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for another episode for a comedy podcast for teachers who just need a good laugh and don't need to be taught anything?
We could.
Oh,
Well, we could have a podcast that we shared our expertise, but that would be just boring.
I think we wouldn't have any listeners then. We have so few.
Today,
Are you ready for? Yes.
our title is
Icebreakers from Hell.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sound effect there.
Today's episode is about all the ridiculous icebreakers principals come up with, or even professional development meetings. So today's episode is about all those ridiculous icebreakers that principals come up with, even
Team building.
to build team morale.
Morale, as if. Or as I like to call those, an hour of my life I will never get back.
Exactly. All right, let's address some of the elephant in the room, Sue.
Is that an icebreaker? Elephant in the room.
Yeah, some people absolutely love icebreakers. Sometimes I did.
Me too.
If I was with just our staff and they were really good ones and I was in a good mood and I was ready for the day, then I thought icebreakers were fun, but they weren't fun if I had a lot to do. I was forced to bond with people I really didn't want to, or I was at some big
kickoff with so many people. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, I just want to go to my room.
Yeah, you mean there were some people, like maybe us when we hit our 50s, that would hear the word icebreaker and immediately start to think about a way to get out of the room and leave early, maybe?
Yes. I don't know. Being forced to bond.
Yeah.
And at 8 a.m. or after school. All right. So we're going to share a list of some icebreakers. And as we say them out loud, we're going to decide if they are a pass or fail.
Remember Bill Nye? He had like reptile or not. So we'll do pass or fail. The first icebreaker that actually you brought to my attention, Lisa, was called turn to your neighbor and massage their shoulders.
Yeah, that's just gross. I'm sorry. Fail. I am not touching anyone unless,
no.
Not anyone in the workplace or at a meeting unless it's life or death. That one is not made up. A friend of ours, she's now a principal, but she told me that she went to a meeting and they were like, okay, let's start off by massaging your neighbor to the left and then your neighbor to right shoulders. And I'm like, no. Fail.
Okay, next one. This is a very popular game from about 10 years ago. And there's different words, but this one for PG-13. Kill, marry, kiss. You know the one where you choose one person to kill, one to marry, and one to kiss. Probably from the popular culture.
Fail. There is no way that would end well in a professional setting.
No.
Sorry, Doug from PE.
Oh, he was cute.
Nobody wants to.
Wait, I think I would kiss him, but not marry him. I think you would not use your staff.
No, that is not.
How about this one?
Okay.
Organize yourselves by height. That's fine, right?
Why would you organize to pair up or something? Yeah. But why would would this be for like an
icebreaker, just to think about
up? Okay.
And to humiliate the short men.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
gonna. What do you think?
That's fine. Pass, but only until they say now organized by weight. Because
that would be a mess.
I'll go to the end of the line again.
Yes. Or speaking of awkward, organize yourselves by age.
Yeah. And that would be kind of like it was kind of like in the beginning when we first started working at our job.
We were in our
together.
20s.
Yeah.
Well, early 30s.
We felt like, we were the young youth party. When we had this long way to go, and we'd see those people that are our age now, and we're like, they're so old. But if you stay in the same building, you could see yourself each year kind of working your way down the line, and then you knew at the end.
But let's flip this.
And now
I think I feel
end is near.
Sorry. I feel sorry for those people that don't have experience. I know.
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that because we're old.
Did you ever see that picture of the social studies high school teacher who took his picture with the same shirt?
Yes.
For like 40 years?
That's you.
I know. No, but he changed. That's me. Yes, I have a lot of facial hair now.
No, we've lined up all of your pictures.
It's weird.
And you have the same look.
I have the same smile, same expression.
And the same hair. And you have not aged one bit. You're like, I'm the only person I looked 40 when I was 18.
I've always looked 40. And when I was 18, I was 40. Now that I'm 60, I still look 40. So now it's like advance. Yeah.
So that's a fail, especially when you realize you're not as young as you thought you looked. Get to the end, you got to go down, and I'm like, but I'm only 35.
I still think that we need to embrace our age. Never mind.
Yeah.
How about this one? This is the class from the 70s, the 80s. We did it with our students. Write your name on a piece of paper and create an acrostic poem with positive attributes about yourself.
Fail. I am not describing myself at 8 a.m. as L for lovable and I is more like not interested in this activity.
Oh, that's good. Okay, and if I went with Susan instead of Sue, let me think. S is for shut up. U is for I'm unamused. And the S is this is stupid. It's stupid icebreaker. You get the idea. I think we get a lot of those. Teachers are very creative and they're very cranky. Yeah. Yes. How about this one? Body charades, act out random objects or animals using your body.
Pass. That is pass.
Pass is good.
Pass, but barely. Okay. Because you're getting close to people and you might have to touch people and
like combine your body parts to be
Yeah. So it depends on how ridiculous props are. But I did this at a meeting one time and it was actually kind of fun. So you started with pairs and they'd go, everybody, one of you is a fork and one is a knife. And they do that. Then you get with another group and then they're like, okay, be a mountain or something like that. And at the end, we kept adding on people. At the end, there was probably 10 of us or so. It was like, be a flying dragon. And it was really cool.
How about a scavenger hunt? I remember doing this quite a bit. And you could run over the school. No matter what, you could get away with it. Look for junk like bring back. This would pass.
Yes, I love a good scavenger hunt, and they were fun to do during virtual learning. You know, like, everybody find a spatula, go! And then they'd come running back. It does help you to not sit.
As long as they don't say, okay, everyone, go out and find the will to sit through this meeting. Now, two truths and a lie, but a classic that we did a lot as adults was two truths and a lie.
With students,
With students. Do you like that for adults?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Except nobody could ever guess because, I don't know, I've done some stupid shit in my life. And so.
I drove a truck downtown and slept in a tent outside Choctaw. Actually, everything that Lisa's ever done.
I ate lunch with Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, and mine are pretty boring.
I rode a bull.
Oh, man, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it's better than most options. Yeah. But how about the embarrassing person who overshares?
Oh, yeah. We have some people are like, I got my first period when I was 9. I'm 72 and I still am going through menopause. I mean, it's like, girl. We had a certain teacher at our school who always overshared, and she shares things about her failing marriage.
Oh, yes.
It was bad. So don't do that. If you are ever in one of those situations, here's how you win this game, okay?
Okay, how do you
just immediately think of 4 things that you have done, and then you just change one of them a little bit. Like, I have a dog. Just change it to I have 2 dogs. And just let it go. Don't try to be over.
Guess on those. Yeah, I have a very inappropriate story. One time I did 2 truths.
Fast forward.
I did 2 truths and a lie with my students. And I was one boy, and he was a handful. I mean, he had never been in a regular ed classroom until that year. They were going to try him. And so at the beginning of the year, he came. And like I said, he was quite a character. We were playing 2 truths and a lie, and thank goodness it was at the very end when he was sitting next to me. So there really wasn't anybody left.
Oh.
But him, or me. I think I was the last one. And he had some impairments cognitively. But he didn't quite get the game because he said, I'm going to say, my name is Bernie. And I like reading words out of the dictionary. And I like video games. And when I grow up, I'm going to rape virgins.
How long did he last in the classroom? Did he last the year?
Yes, he did. He was 2 hours every day. But that was so shocking. Thank goodness a lot of the kids weren't really paying attention.
You know what I mean? A while. Yeah.
Because the game had been going for a while. But they all kind of set up, and I'm like, okay, time for moving on to the next activity. And I don't know if we should keep that in there, but it's one of those stories that makes you go, So you never know with some of these icebreakers what is going to pop up. Okay.
What about a Guess Who Kahoot, trying to get technology in
Love
there?
a good Kahoot. I was just at an all-inclusive in Jamaica. They had a night activity where they had like a Kahoot.
Do you think in our lifetime, Lisa, we'll ever be so far out of touch with technology that we won't know these things?
I don't know. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay.
So Kahoot, for those of you who don't know, we're not trying to teach you nothing, but look it up. It's really fun.
Yeah. Okay. So pass. That actually sounds like fun. Okay. Again, there's some sad people out there who are like the last ones, picked for kickball, and no one cares or want to care about them.
It's true. And they're losers. I know. Sometimes it's us because we're old. Nobody cares. It's okay. Well, I did come up with one. I don't even know where we came up with this one. It was more of a whole school activity to just boost morale. Yeah. It's called the baby picture game. Bring in a baby picture and people guess who's who. Yeah. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, pass, unless you forget your picture and everyone accuses you of being unprepared. Or you have a baby picture like mine. I literally look like an Oompa Loomp. Nostalgia is always a winner.
And another one you did was Jib Jab, where you would send out videos of your faces are superimposed onto those dancing mouse. The beginning of AI.
I always did like the 10 days before Christmas.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, pass. Again, my idea. I'm awesome.
Yeah. They made me laugh. Well, I think there's a good game, pass, fail. But let's move on to some more classic principal favorites. Both the real and completely absurd. We tried to research this, and then we, of course, with our brains, came up with some of our own.
And it's up to you to kind of figure out if you think
if you think they're real or not. We don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to give it any more thought than this. First up, the Real Truth and a Lie School Policies Edition. It's a classic. Everyone has to guess which new policy is fake, except the twist is probably none of them are fake.
Like if you would have said one of them that kids can wear hats.
They can wear any hat they want.
I would think that's fake, but I missed the memo on that because I found out my last year that kids really were able to, from the board policy had that kids could wear hats. And I was every day going, leave your hat in the hall. And they were like, okay. And then,
I was just subbing yesterday, and this is the policy that I truly did not know was real. If they have an IP for it, they can scream all they want. Like, shut up! Shut up out there! They're just screaming. I'm like, does everybody know that kids screaming? Shut them up! Kids just scream.
They just scream.
They can scream. I'm like, so can I. Okay, obviously. I'm like, shut up.
And the real twist?
Yeah.
One of the policies is so ridiculous, you wish it was fake.
Wish it was fake.
Like, teachers must now report how many pencils their students sharpen daily. That would be so ridiculous. How many pieces of paper towel they can pull. That was a policy.
Yeah, I know.
One piece.
One piece?
Yeah. But I would go up and go.
Yeah. There's a lot of diseases going on. You got to dry your hands.
Yeah.
There are a lot of policies out there that you just can't even believe.
So that would be a really fun one. I would like that.
Okay, next we have the staff room talent show. Nothing says team building like watching your principal try to whistle the school fight song while twirling a baton.
Yeah, I mean, it's inspiring if your talent is hiding snacks from students or juggling dry eraser markers. Teachers are the real MVPs here. But again, that's really putting you on the spot. I like more like team building things where you work with a group. But me going up and going, here's my talent, you know.
Oh, we had a teacher who played the accordion. There's just nothing like it. Watching somebody, you're like,
so what is?
Please shut up. Please shut up.
Your talent?
My talent. Well, somebody watched some of the old Christmas videos that you made, and they thought that I can sing like Edith Bunker.
You said you can sing really good for 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I can sing like Edith Bunker, and I did the Robin's Wear. All I want for Christmas is my Robin's Wear, and I can sing quite well in a poor voice. So you think, wow, she's a good singer, but really I'm not. So that's a good talent.
Yeah, I can't juggle. Stupid human checks. I'm really good at, this is weird. I have a couple superpower teacher talents.
Yes.
I'm really good at ripping paper to be perfectly straight. I can make a perfect circle.
Yes.
And I could hit a wastebasket from any place.
Okay, let's do it right now. Ready?
I don't have a wastebasket. I am, though. I'll show you someday.
Okay.
I'm super talented. But that's putting you on the spot. But, well, I'd play along because that's who I am.
Yeah. How about this one? I mean, these are coming off our head, right? But how about a trust fall with a twist? Instead of catching you, the people around you have to catch all of the report cards, the paper report cards that you just throw in the air. In ABC order.
Yeah. I got A. There's a B. Speaking of paper, how about Pictionary with acronyms? This is where you draw something to represent school acronyms like RTI or PBS or what you like to call PIBIS.
PIBIS. I would say I'm tired of acronyms, but that would be fun. Have you ever played telephone Pictionary?
Yes.
And that would be fun. So you're passing around, just write down an acronym, pass it to the next person. They have to draw it. And then they have to pass it to the next person. They have to look at the picture and figure out what the acronym is.
I thought of another one.
Okay.
Okay, this would be really fun. Like escape the room.
Yes.
Escape the cafeteria.
Ooh.
Or escape the library.
I like that. They lock you in. I love that one. And then you have to solve riddles and you have to use things like ketchup packets. And we could figure out like messages. You have to squirt ketchup and then you rub it and then you see secret messages appear.
And the real challenge would be getting the janitor to unlock the door.
Yeah, they'd be like, bye, I'm leaving.
Bye, time's up, I'm out the door.
Okay, this one I think is the best.
Okay.
I'm sure somebody's
It's best because you thought of it.
No, I think it's because it reminds me of the baby food game where you have to taste it and figure it out. But this is called Mystery Lunch Leftovers. Now, I'm thinking it should just be what you find unmarked in Tupperware.
You could do teacher's lounge refrigerator.
Yes.
And you have to open it up and
figure it out
how old it was.
And you might have to figure out what it was. But on the bottom, everybody could write down the date they brought it to school. And then you have to figure out what that date was based on the expiration.
Oh, yeah. That's honestly, I would do that for free.
You would?
I mean, throw it away.
You would just,
I would just throw it away.
You would just, okay.
I would not. If you made me taste test things, I'm one of those people that if the expiration date says January 15th,
that's it.
It's done. I will not go a day over. I can't do it. I've been burned too many times with milk, comes out of the tongue.
So this is a tangent, but with an elderly mom, like we both have aging moms. And I know you live with your mom at times, but when I go home to my mom's, I will find things in her refrigerator that I don't know what they are. I truly, not a clue.
Yeah, as long as you wouldn't have to taste. I remember in college, I helped my boyfriend clean out his house at the end of the year, and they had never cleaned it out. And there were like literally, and I'm not joking, there were like flowerish things growing out of things, like stalks. Like it had created life.
I've created life.
How about synchronized dancing to the school bell?
Oh.
You could have teams choreograph a routine that ends exactly when the bell rings.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be kind of good. The different bells, and then you have to
have it end on the bell. Yes, because we all know when that bell was.
Yeah.
It's 3:44. And then you're dancing, and it's obvious.
Yeah. That was something I would always do because I knew that once the clock did this little to the next thing at 42 or whatever, then I knew how long it would be. And I'm like, okay, kids, ready? And then I knew exactly when it was going to ring and I go,
So the winning group, if you could get it exactly at that time, would get a free prep period where the principal came in and taught for you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. I've always wanted to do one of those murder mysteries. I've always wanted to be like, I'm Mr. Peabody,
I did do one of those past Halloween. We did the clue. They were dressed up. They walked around, and then they had clues hidden in the house.
Yeah,
it was super
in the library with a hatchet. I would love to do that at school. Like, who stole the copier paper? Role play. Everyone acts out their version of the office drama.
Yes.
You think like a soap opera.
Yes. I'll play. I'm an exhausted teacher who just needed one copy, and this happened so many times. I end up fixing the jam in the copy machine. Oh yeah, I've been there for 3 weeks.
That was me. Every time I went to the copy machine, I had to put paper in it.
Yeah,
I would play the teacher that's late. To school, and I had 2 seconds to get there, and there was somebody making books on the copy machine.
Yeah, you're like, this needs one copy.
Okay, how about Wheel of Complaints?
Ooh.
You spin a wheel with classic teacher gripes.
Okay.
Like printer jammed.
Again.
Too many meetings.
Yes.
And then you have to share your funniest story about that topic.
Oh, that'd be very deep. Or the too many meetings might need its own wheel, though. We did that. We've already done a bunch on meetings, so I think that we've proven it as its own podcast.
Finally, the piece de resistance.
Yes.
Dodgeball with rules students make up. Oh my God.
So you have to play dodgeball using kid rules.
Nonsense rules like you can only dodge by crab walking. I love battle ball. It's dodgeball, but battle ball is a little bit different.
Is it?
It is. It's the same, but different.
Okay, except the injury level.
Because you had kids in the very back, and if they caught one, then they could get back into the game. We used to play that, and there was another coworker, and he would have his class, and I'd have my class, and we'd have major dodgeball battles. Do you remember what happened to me? It was, picture this.
Picture it. Sicily, 1957.
It was December 5th.
December 5th.
2009.
9. Okay.
2009. Picture it. December 5th. 2009.
Okay.
It was an intense game.
You played.
Oh, yeah. I love it. So it was our coworker and our classes against each other. And it got wild. And the principal came and played too. And they were gunning. They were gunning for one of my students. So I was like, I'm gunning. I'm taking those two out, right? So the ball's in the air. And I'm like, I'm grabbing that ball because he had just thrown it. And I jumped up in the air.
Yeah.
And right when I was jumping up to get it,
I know this.
One of my students jumped up when I was coming down and smashed my face on her head. And I looked at her, I'm like, are you okay? And she goes, oh my God. And I had blood coming from all over, and it was everywhere. And one of our aides, she just grabbed me, and she rushed me out, and it was just bleeding everywhere. And I almost lost my front teeth. I had 5 stitches in my lips, and I broke my nose.
It looks nice.
Yeah. Well, my teeth they're crooked now a little bit. See the teeth on the outside because it moved them. Like I almost lost them. So then after that, my coworker, he gave me a mouth guard. So when we'd go out and play battle ball.
So you kept doing it. Okay, can I just say this is why?
It was a nice big black mouth guard. I'm like, okay, kids, it's battle ball time.
This is why I was not popular. I wasn't popular because I find that story atrocious. I think there's nothing.
The kids had to earn it.
There's nothing in my 40-year-old body that wants to do that. Nothing. There's nothing. Like,
so
I would have been out in 2 seconds.
You would have been one of those people that with that a lot. You'd go out there and go, hit me so I can go sit down.
No, listen, take careful. In 3rd grade when we played this, I was one of the athletes.
Did I ever play it against you? Did you ever
as an adult?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, when I was in 3rd grade, I was an athletic little kid that looked 40, but I played to win. I was on all the sports. I was very sporty. Then
aggressive.
I grew some boobs, and I'm like, you know what? I'm a girl, and I know that's sexist, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I lost all desire to be sporty.
Yeah, mine never budded, so I didn't bud till I was 40. 30. I don't even know if that's a team building thing. That's more just
absolutely freaking not.
As ridiculous as these icebreakers are, they do give us some hilarious stories.
That's very true, Lisa, and that's what teaching's all about. Just finding the humor in the chaos.
When you're escaping the cafeteria, figuring out who stole the copy paper, or doing Two Truths and a Lie, or those other ones, at least we're all in it together.
Well, let's end this session today with icebreaker questions that make you say, what?
Yes. So I found these online, so these are not original.
Okay.
And I thought they were too funny.
So I'll answer your questions if I feel like it.
Okay. These are actually recommended icebreaker questions, believe it or not.
Okay.
If you were a rock, where would you be located and why?
What? No. What? Okay.
If you could bring one kind of fruit or vegetable to life to be your new pet, which would you choose?
What? No. They're not real. Okay.
I'm not kidding. Okay. These are online recommended.
I'll answer the next one. Go ahead.
If you could shoot one food item out of your eyes, what would it be?
Lemon juice. Acid.
Okay. If you could split your consciousness into 2 halves so you'd never have to sleep, would you rather be the day half or the night half?
What?
Or why?
What? No.
Okay, here's another.
Okay, all right. I'm ready.
You have 2 minutes to fashion zombie fighting tools with your objects available to you in your current room. What's your plan?
What? No.
Okay, here's the one.
All right,
this is it
I'm
for
ready.
you.
I'm ready.
What is a proper punishment for people who say the word moist?
I shoot acid out of my eyes at them.
I saw that. I could not say
zombie knife
because you hate that
the word moist.
Oh my God.
I do.
And then there's questions. There was some other ones like who in the room? Like who in this room's most likely to have their favorite flavor of ice cream be mint chocolate chip?
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah,
who in this room's most likely to randomly burst into song, or to crowd surf a concert, or to go overboard decorating their house for Halloween? Oh, that would be me.
Lisa.
Are most likely to actually be a fictional character who accidentally found their way into the real world.
What?
What?
That's so much work. It's just too much work to think about.
Okay, I got a couple more. If Casual Fridays had one requirement for a specific article of clothing, what would that article of clothing be?
What? Wait,
like everybody has to wear a bow tie.
Everybody has to wear a tube top.
Well, oh God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they said that was a thing and you had to wear it? Everybody has to wear a
honey, that'd be obscene.
No, I would say one of those 70s and 80s gym outfits.
Gym suits.
Callback.
Yeah, callback.
How about this one? If there could be a vending machine in the office that dispensed literally anything, what would you want it to be?
Alcohol.
Rum.
Duh. Easy. Or those gummies.
If you could only speak in lyrics from one individual song, what song would you choose? I do that all the time. You can almost have a song for anything. No. You could actually break into song for almost every conversation. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? There's nothing worse than big meetings, right?
Pretty much.
And you have to do an icebreaker.
Yeah.
They always say, pair up. But find somebody you don't know. I will hang back, and if I look down, if I don't see them, they don't see me, and then I'll beeline for you or one of my friends.
I've been nice to meet you. Never seen you before.
Yeah. Unless it's in your own building.
The other thing for me was, especially as teachers, we just needed time in our room. And being in these meetings after the first icebreaker, you're like, okay, let's move along. Right. We're going to discover what color you are: orange, red, green, or gold. I don't care what color I am.
There's no color for me.
There's no color.
Honestly, appropriate time for an icebreaker in Lisa's world of attention would not be right away. Because right away, I'm attentive. But after about half an hour, I'm inattentive.
They call them brain breaks now.
Yeah, so that's what I would like. If they could just put them not in the beginning, but throughout.
Yes.
Or at the end when you can skip out and go, oh yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Thanks for joining us today on We Didn't Know. And don't forget to rate and review and share our podcast. We want to thank the people from Canada, Saskatoon. I don't know who
Canada,
you are. Saskatoon, we love you. We don't know who you are, but you're listening.
I know.
For real.
Saskatoon, we love you.
And anybody else with the double O's. So many double O cities.
Lots of people coming back. We really appreciate it from all over the world.
Do you think our next episode, we should try to actually teach some icebreakers these teachers that are still working out there could use in their classrooms? What do you think, Lisa?
Nah. We're going to just do the stupid stuff.
Yes.
Until next time, stay sane.
Yeah.
Stay funny.
And thanks for doing what you do.
Stay happy. And anybody listening from California, our hearts go out to you. And we're praying for you every day. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to our podcast. We didn't know what we didn't know. We'll see you next time.